Yo, it's your boy TTK back again with DBA. We're in week 6 of this tournament. Hopefully, you guys had a good weekend. I know I did. But either way, we're going to be going over the week 6 game. And yeah, let's see if we can continue our undefeated streak. This is the draft league where I build teams, but I don't play a single game. If you guys have been enjoying the draft league content, please let me know down below in the comments below. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing. We make a lot of competitive Pokemon videos, draft league, monotype videos. Well, I still need to make some PU laddering videos, but like I'm still a bit busy this week. But after this week is done, like the upload consistency should get a bit better. But yeah, I've just been a bit busy these last couple of weeks actually, but we still have to deliver the content, you get me? So that's what we're going to be doing. But either way, week 6 matchup, we're up against Blind Messiah, and we're going to quickly go over the matchup. A typical DBA video, we go over the matchup, what I was thinking building the team, what I ended up with, and then the replay of said game and see how my battler played, analyze their gameplay, all of that good stuff. But either way, let's look at Blind Messiah's team. And the first thing I was a bit concerned about was the Zygarde. Now Zygarde's their Terra captain, and I know this Zygarde has been very threatening. Zygarde with Terra is insane. It basically can do like Terra normal shenanigans like Dragonite can, because it has access to extreme speed, which is very strong because extreme speed is +2 priority, and priority outspeed doesn't care about speed tiers really, and E-speed has higher priority than things like quick attack, mach punch, bullet punch. So it's very hard to revenge kill Pokemon with extreme speed unless you have like a ghost type in your repertoire, for example. But either way, like, sure, I have Iron Bundle, which obviously, yeah, again, they don't really have the best switch-ins into, but Zygarde can Terra away from losing its quad ice weakness, and I wouldn't know necessarily what he'll Terra into. It'll definitely be something that isn't weak to ice or water, so that's something dangerous to really consider. About Zamazenta C as well, I was running some numbers actually, and this one is actually pretty bulky even on the special defense side. Now Zamazenta C got nerfed in generation 9. His ability only activates once a battle, and that was, and I think his stats got nerfed too, like his defense dropped, or special defense, I don't know, but it got a stat nerf and it got like an ability nerf too, so that's why it's legal in this. But still 20 points at the end of the day, so this one's very threatening. It's pretty fast for such a bulky Pokemon, like 128 speed, like is insane. But yeah, Vaporeon's also dangerous as well. Like Iron Bundle, as much as you can click freeze dry on Vaporeon, I don't want to be like choice locked this game, because like the way I've been building teams for DBA, I don't want my battlers to rely on prediction too much. I don't know their skill levels at the end of the day, so I'm not going to give them a choice specs and then they just predict every turn wrong. Like, you're not going to get any progress within the game. But in terms of everything else, I wasn't really too concerned about everything else. Like sure, Enamorus is a Pokemon, but like at the end of the day, I have Gloom, which is the GOAT of all time, of course. But the greatest of all time, yes, I know how it is. But yeah, either way, I know Iron Bundle's definitely coming this game. Probably Dragonite. There's not been a game where I don't bring these two. They come every game at this point. Like, they're just pretty solid. I know I can bring Gloom, because in case they bring Brute Bonnet, I'm immune to Spore. I'm pretty sure Brute Bonnet doesn't have anything to hit Gloom with super effectively, and Gloom is bulky enough to, on the Fizz Def side to, take any Brute Bonnet attack, Sludge Bomb it back. And also, like, Strength Sap, is kind of like a mini check to Zamazenta C, where I'm a fighting resist as well, even though it has Steel Stab. But like, I wasn't really considering that, but I was just like, it's a fighting resistor, I might as well bring it. And then Strength Sap is Strength Sap. Like, Gloom has like ran the same 4 moves that I always make it bring, because you can't go wrong with that stuff. Also, I was gonna bring Mega Aggron too to check like Enamorus and Nihiligo. Like, Nihiligo doesn't get any ground coverage, which I'm also happy about. Like, it pretty much can't hit steel types without hidden power, so obviously I had to bring Mega Aggron. And yeah, but yeah, let's look at the team that we decided to go with actually. So starting from the top, we have Iron Bundle, of course. I decided to go live for this game, which we'll see whether I regret or not during the game. But yeah, I didn't want to go choice, but I still wanted to keep my damage output. Like, Spadef Zamazenta C still somewhat handled Iron Bundle quite well, so I at least wanted to chip that for like guaranteed 3 KOs as a one that has no reliable recovery, nor can it carry leftovers. So we had to, bring the Iron Bundle here. We have Flip Turn 2. I feel like maybe I could have done U-turn. I think I underestimated Vaporeon, to be honest, but that was a water immunity. Maybe I could have gone, U-turn, but I still went flip turn because it's stab. And Bundle does have a usable attack stat of 80, so actually does decent chip. We have Aggron, who has evolved into the Duke of Metal because Aggron has been putting in some work when I brought it to certain games. But this is my rocker. We have Body Press, Heavy Slam, and Raw. Raw because setup Zygarde seemed like a pain in the ass. Or any like substitute mon. Raw obviously bypasses substitute, so would be able to phase out setup sweepers, which would be pretty bad for my team to handle. We decided to go Terra Ground Dragonite because I anticipated Zygarde to go a type that resisted ice, for example, like Steel, basically, or Fire, which obviously Ground hits both of them for super effective damage. Dragon Dance, Dual Wing Beat, Ice Spinner. Ice Ground is already strong enough coverage, but I decided to just go stab Dual Wing Beat. It hits Brute Bonnet. You turn into a ground type and suddenly Brute Bonnet can just hit you super effectively with like a Seed Bomb or whatever. So obviously we have to keep our flying stat to not lose to that. Then we have Great Tusk here. Don't ask me what the EVs are for. I mean, this is just to outspeed, I guess, maximum speed Zamazenta. From what I remember, this also outspeeds, maximum speed Zamazenta probably, like after +1, because that's his fastest Pokemon on his team, as you can see. Great Tusk 2. Can't remember what this was trying to outspeed. I suppose it's Braviary, maybe. I don't know, but either way, it has max HP, so it's actually taking some physical hits quite well. We have Rapid Spin knockoff. Probably could have gone EQ, but Headlong Rush just seems like it does a lot of damage. It would hit Zamazenta a bit harder than Earthquake. Doom and Gloom again with a Sleep Powder, Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, Strength Sap. As long as Sleep Powder doesn't miss where, the stocks are high, you get me. So yeah, Gloom was there to check Zamazenta, and then we have Clefable with Life. Because I feel like they don't really have the best class switchings either. Getting on like Brute Bonnet, that dies. I have enough speed to outspeed Adamant Brute Bonnet, which reaches 209 speed. And then, they don't really have the best switches because Zamazenta is not neutral to Fairy. So I wanted to, actually chip that quite well. And then we have CM to kind of just boost our damage in general. I don't know what other move I could have run. You could have said like Flamethrower or something. Maybe realistically I didn't need CM, but I don't know. Just CM in on something like Vaporeon, you easily just 1v1 that since, you get a special defense boost, you have Magic Guards who Scald can't burn you and all of that good stuff. But yeah, let's actually get into the battle and see how my battler performed this week. Alright, so we're in the game. This is the replay. I'm on this side, obviously. Beta Male Bob versus Orzexo, however you pronounce that. But either way, this isn't what I was expecting, really. I really didn't know what Cursola was doing, but, I guess it got broke for a reason. Did they bring anything out? They didn't bring Brute Bonnet, which I was kind of upset about because I actually wanted my Clef to, 1v1 that quite well. They didn't bring Spidops or Braviary either. To be fair, I wasn't really expecting Braviary, like without Terra. Like that's his other Terra captain, but at the same time, I was like, they're gonna Terra the Zygarde. There's no point in Braviary coming, and they obviously just have these guys. I obviously have my guys, and yeah, let's actually get into this game and see how it goes. But let's think about it in my perspective again. If I had to load up my team versus this guy, what would I lead off with? Now, I would obviously lead off with Iron Bundle because it's faster than everything. I suppose, like, I would be able to get a lot of information about certain things if I led off with Iron Bundle because, like, I wouldn't stay in on near Ligo, not definitely. I wouldn't stay in on near Ligo or Namorous in fear of like a Choice Scarf, and then I'll go like Aggron or something because Aggron should be able to handle them quite well. And yeah, I'll definitely just lead off with Iron Bundle here. So let's see what my battler does. They led off with Mega Aggron, and I was like, why did Aggron come out here? If you actually went like Iron Bundle, this would have actually been good because you freeze drive Vaporeon, or what does he do? Like, you at least forcing Zamazenta to get some check on that and then play around that accordingly. But I really didn't see what Aggron was beating here. I guess you get out rocks early, but it's not like Vaporeon is just gonna stand there and let you do that. So interesting turn one, I must say. But Squad comes out, we get burned immediately, which is fun. Can't lie, but at least we got out the rocks. So I really don't know if this was the best turn one lead, but at least we have hazards up, and it doesn't seem like they really have any removal. Not like their team is really particularly weak to rocks. But we're pouring flip turns, which even I kind of forgot that I had flip turn. But good good pivot, I suppose. Like, but yeah, Cursola comes in now, and Ice Beam the Gloom get frozen, but we instantly 4 out. I was just like, this Cursola is going to be annoying, isn't it? So we put that to sleep, which is good. They strength sap back the HP, which not too sure I would have done, but having Gloom that low probably isn't a good thing, to be honest. So it's best to just recover the HP back as soon as possible. Now, to be honest, here I would have gotten Aggron afterwards, but like, Aggron's not doing anything because you let it get burned turn 1. So I was just like, this thing's going to be a lot more annoying to handle defensively, because Aggron is Spadef and should handle this Pokemon and like hit it really hard, but you know, it got banned, so what can you do? So they got Iron Bundle, which is kind of crazy, because if they woke up and clicked Ice Beam, which we quad resist, by the way, so it's not the end of the world, but would still be taking some significant damage. The Iron Bundle's special defense stat is still dog, and we're running a Spadef minus nature, so that probably would have done like close to 3k possibly, but I don't know the numbers off my head. So they go Vaporeon, and I can't lie, that was an easy freeze dry. Like, why would you Ice Beam? Like what was Ice Beam hitting? I can't lie. Like, I'm not trying to be too critical, but like, I don't know. Like, this is me trying to do an analysis of the game and what I would have done. And I can't lie, Freeze Dry was not hitting, Ice Beam was not hitting a single soul. At least Freeze Dry had the added bonus of, you know, hitting Vaporeon. Like, what was the difference between Ice Beam and Freeze Dry there exactly? More power. Like, it's not like Nihiligos are switching, it's not like Enamorus isn't switching, and the only realistic switching is Zamazenta, which they probably should have gotten instead of Vaporeon, because if they clicked Freeze Dry, Vaporeon was getting cooked. So Ice Beam was definitely not the play to click there. Because if that was doing 22, and that's like, you know, 135 divided by 2, that is 67.5 base power, that would have just nuked Vaporeon. So yeah, that was just a very confusing turn. Vaporeon would have just gotten cooked instantly. Now they go Zamazenta, and you kind of just lost like progress basically. But Freeze Dry did a decent amount to Zamazenta actually. But obviously you flip turn there, and I'm just like, now I'm seeing the annoyance of Life Orb, which I probably regret going, but like breaking Vaporeon pretty hard, that's the only reason why I went to. You could have argued maybe Never Melt Ice or whatever, I don't know, but Life Orb was probably annoying here. But they go with Mega Aggron on Zamazenta, and they do substitute. I mean, I don't really know what I would have gone here. It's not like Gloom breaks the sub. Probably would have gone Great. I think Great Tusk was the play here, to be fair. Because Aggron's burned. Like, what are you doing to this? Like, fair enough if I don't think Zamazenta gets bulk up or set. All I know is he gets Howl. Yeah, it does have bulk up because Ubers would have just used that, to be fair, last gen. But yeah, if you're afraid of setup, why wouldn't you just go Great Tusk? But at the end of the day, I was running Headlong Rush, so you know, having the defense drop would kind of be annoying to actually realistically check this thing. So again, like, I'm seeing some mistakes that I've made in this prep, to be fair, but what can you do? The game's been played. But so they go for the CC on the Aggron. Aggron still takes that quite well, just because of Filter being a crazy ability. So Vaporeon gets brought in, and yeah, not the best Pokemon to be in on. They do go Gloom, which is a good play because you know, you take Scald, but you also get burned. So fun times, honestly. So everything's getting chipped, and you know, they flip turn again, and you can't really sleep anything. They do go Cursola here, and they strength sap back. I mean, I don't know if I would have gotten damage off. Not like Cursola would have taken too much from Giga Drain. Like, it's still you know, one that has decent Spadef. But yeah. So Aggron comes out, and they do get maximum turn sleep, which you know, doesn't really mean much for them because Aggron just dies, and I'm just like, damn, my Nihiligos check is looking, you know, nowhere to be seen anymore. So I go on to Great Tusk, or they go on to Great Tusk. They do Endure, and you know, Knockoff takes the hit. Weak Armor does activate. At this point, I don't know what to expect from this, but if I was playing this, I would have considered Destiny Bond for sure. Like, I do know what most bonds are capable of doing, and like, if you are Endure, Ice Beam, Shadow Ball, like, you kind of have perfect coverage already. Like, I'm pretty sure this gets Earth Power, but it's not like you know, Great Tusk is going to stay in on an Ice Beam, for example. So there's things like that. So Clef does come out. They do Ice Beam Clef, which still does 38, and I also get frozen, so that's fun. His Cursola is just annoying. So they softball there, which is a decent play. Like, you don't want Clef getting too chipped. Is it like it's okay, I suppose. But they do Destiny Bond there, and they do just Side Shock. To be honest, I'm not gonna get too onto them for that, because at the end of the day, they could have had like Earth Power loss to kind of chip Mega Aggron down easier, but I don't know. So Clef is just gone, which is a shame really, because it would have just broken a lot of stuff easier. Even though it invites in Nihiligo and you know, my Mega Aggron is dead. But Iron Bundle comes out, they do go on to Zygarde. But yeah, obviously Zygarde's going to Terror this turn, and you flip turns to see what he does, which is a good play, honestly, because I wouldn't stay in an Ice Beam on obvious terrestrialization that would make you neutral to ice. So yeah, we flip turn out on Zygarde. Great Tusk comes in because it's a ground type, but they do go for the Core Enforcer, which I can't lie, I wasn't expecting Core Enforcer, but special Zygarde bears, like this one is going to 2-hit KO the likes of Great Tusk, which is unfortunate, because now I'm struggling to find you know, switch-ins, because my special wall is dead. So quite unfortunate, to be honest, because don't know why they doubled. Like, now this is a crazy play, because they doubled out into Enamorous for no reason. Like, you could have just killed Gloom and the game would have gone completely differently, but you doubled out for absolutely no reason, which they kind of just threw that. I can't lie. Like, my battler was already making some questionable plays, especially with the Iron Bundle and Vaporeon, but like swap it out there, like, that's a crazy play. Anyway, Enamorous is asleep. They go for the Strength Sap, which is not this is not contrary Enamorous, which is also just a builder diff. Like, why the hell isn't that contrary? Like, at least you'll have an attack boost now. We'll see if this Enamorous actually gets to click a move, but you know, the sleep turns are going well in Gloom's favor, that's all I can say. And they wake up there and they go for the Earth Power, so I guess contrary didn't matter too much, but at least, like, maybe if you're superpower or something, you would have done more damage, because Cute Charm wasn't really doing anything this game, I suppose. But Great Tusk comes in on Zamazenta, they do sub up again, and now they go for the Trailblaze, and it does 24, which the next one doesn't kill me, but because I went for Headlong Rush, this again is probably a builder diff on my side, because I definitely should have gone EQ, especially on a defensive task, or one that wasn't fully offensive, because now I die to any move that they go for, and I could have killed Zamazenta quite easily here. So yeah, my bad. So they go on to Gloom actually. Heavy Slam almost does so much damage to me. I was like, I didn't know Zamazenta hit that hard. Jesus Christ, this is Fizz Def Gloom, even with a Nebula, but it just goes to show 120 attack can't be messed with at 120 base power. But you know, now Zamazenta can't beat Gloom, and Gloom is really just emphasizing Doom and Gloom. They do freaking crit me there. The hacks has been kind of crazy for my battler, and they've been playing around it to the best of their ability, to be fair. But we fought out on every like one turn, and you know, now Nihiligo's in, they go for the Meteor Beam. Unfortunately, we have no switching, so I guess they have to sack Gloom. And at this point, it's looking quite dire. I'm not gonna lie, it's looking quite bad. But Terra Ground, Dragonite, they do that on the Power Gem, and you know, EQ deals with Nihiligo quite easily. So at this point, can Dragonite beat all three of these guys? We'll have to see. But they double onto Iron Bundle. To be fair, I don't know why they wished, to be honest. Like, if they flip turn, no, to be fair, everything doesn't outspeed Iron Bundle, and it really depends if Hydro Pump kills Zygarde after rocks. But I definitely would have tried to get a bit more momentum, or would have just raw attack. But now Iron Bundle's free to click freeze. Why did they pump? Why did they pump? Why did they pump? Oh my days. Oh my days. Why did they pump? Oh my god. Why did they pump? Zamazenta's literally at 17. Freeze Dry would have killed. Why did they pump? Nah, and they stayed in too. The annoying thing is that they stayed in to get freeze dried. Like, maybe they thought they would live. I don't know if they lived with us for death, maybe. But the fact that you pump was never the move to click there. Like, maybe they anticipate Zygarde coming out. I'm really unaware. But like, freeze dry was obviously just the play in general, because in that situation, if you wish, you'll like think that they'll swap out into a Mon to take the freeze dry or whatever. Maybe they thought Zygarde obviously lives, you know, a freeze dry and gets most of its health back and whatnot. And fair enough, pump would have been the most damaging move. But at that point, you might as well have just clicked freeze dry, because you would have guaranteed damage. But maybe they didn't anticipate, you know, Vaporeon staying, and I don't know. But they now flip turn. into Zygarde. Actually, to be fair, they should have gone Zamazenta. That was also kind of weird how they didn't go Zamazenta. But anyway, we have to flip turn out here and go into Dragonite here, and Dragonite should take Cornforcer quite well because it actually has defenses. So now they're scared. They go on to Vaporeon. They EQ there. To be fair, I think I would have DD'd. Definitely would have DD'd there, because if I was doing a 41 and Vapor was at 90, or to be fair, the DD probably wasn't the play there because that only does 41. But now Vaporeon's chipped, and now they're pretty much free to click Freeze Dry. Scald. Fortunately, Scald does not burn, which is good for Bundle, because now we can actually win this, late game. But now they go for the Freeze Dry, kills Zamazenta, but that dies. So now Dragonite comes in on Vaporeon and is in range of EQ. They don't have Protect, it doesn't seem like, and then it just comes down to Zygarde versus Dragonite here, and they have nothing to kill me with because Cornforcer won't kill, and we'll see if Earthquake manages to kill, and it does. So my battler manages to win that. It was the Vaporeon stay in a read. Like, they probably anticipate Zygarde coming in, but still, I don't know. I think Freeze Dry was obvious play. But yeah, interesting game, I must say. The opponent definitely threw by not killing Gloom with Zygarde. Don't know why they swapped out. But Gloom was the scariest one in this game, I can't lie. Also, I don't know, like, that probably wasn't my best played game that I've seen by any of my battlers, because I do believe that some of the turns were kind of crazy. Like, I don't know why you wouldn't Freeze Dry. Well, what turn was it actually? Let's go back, because I want to see the like, number one, leading off of Aggron instead of Bundle is kind of insane. Like, realistically, what's beating that? Like, sure, if they bring out these guys, assume their Scarf and swap the hell out. Like, you have checks to these, but leading off with Mega Aggron, getting burned turn one instantly, quite, like, probably not the best lead. Then we have so we have Bundle and not going, for the Freeze Dry. Also, you could argue, oh, they'll do, like, no, there's no argument to be had, because like if Cursola, stays in, they still have to risk sleep turns, which probably isn't in their favor, so they have to swap out into their only check, with like their only check being Vaporeon, and Ice Beam is never the play. Like, what's it like? Again, there was no difference between Ice Beam and Freeze Dry, but that this turn kind of annoyed me. Like, I was watching this and I was just like, okay. And then there was I mean, we've already gone over the game, but there was just a lot of things that I was just like, to be fair, I should have been EQ. I have no response to that. But where was it? Yeah, was it this turn? Like, yeah, not Freeze Drying, but again, they probably anticipate Zygarde to come in. But yeah, the game's done, and yeah, we are currently 6-0. And yeah, I guess I start to defend my battle for winning that game, but I don't think it was the best played game that I've seen in the 6 weeks of this draft. But either way, let's look at week 7's matchup. We are up against Chalk this week, and yeah, let's look at Chalk's team real quickly. So I was already thinking about what to bring. I'm obviously not going to say anything now, but should be winnable as long as I kind of decide what I want to bring. But yeah. Well, yeah, if you guys enjoyed this one, leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel for more content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.